What's up, V Entertainment? It's your boy Euphonik, and we're hanging out at the F.eU, no, not F.eU as in F.eU, but as in Fresh and Euphonik Miami send-off party. We're going to Miami this week to go represent SA in a big way, doing a South African dance music showcase all the way in Miami, Florida, South Beach.
Yo, what's up? This is DJ Fresh. We're at Bakamata for the F.eU Miami all-white send-off party. And I guess that's why I'm in all white. People are in white at the bottom there. We're having a party. V Entertainment, baby. What?
Well, the reason why we're doing an all-white themed party is because in Miami there's a lot of parties that are themed all white, and I just think white has a certain pureness to it, and it's the complete opposite of what we're gonna go do in Miami.
Miami Winter Music Conference is about 10,000 people from around the world meeting to have a big party. DJs, producers, singers, club owners. It's just 1 week of debauchery. Every day you're looking at about 10, 15 parties from Monday right up until Sunday. We're doing an F.eU party, South African showcase on Saturday the 12th. So that's what's gonna happen.
Well, usually the first thing that we do when we get to Miami is get our bodies acclimatized to the environment, because I mean, like, it's an 18-hour long flight. So we usually get there, we chill, walk the streets of South Beach and hang out.
To get to the Winter Music Conference, you don't need a special invitation, but to throw a party endorsed by the conference, I guess they have to recognize what you're doing, your efforts, and trust that you can do a party and pull it off. I think we're the only official South Africa party at the Winter Music Conference.
Okay, some of the great DJ names that we've come across whilst in Miami and at the music conference and at the South African dance showcase that we did last year. I mean, the likes of Louis Vega, Dennis Ferrer, Marcus White, Marcus Innocent, Keith Thompson, Alex Alvarez. The list is endless. All those DJs came to our party just to check it out, which is something that's amazing for us, you know?
I've been going for the Winter Music Conference now since 2002. So every single year since 2002 I've gone. I mean, you get a chance to network, you meet big DJ names. I mean, I've had 2 tracks licensed worldwide because of the conference.
Going overseas, to Miami especially, is good just from a perception point of view, because it changes your perception entirely. And I mean, every single year more and more DJs join us in going down to Miami. I mean, this year the usuals, myself, Fresh, are going down, Black Coffee's going down, Kulo the Song's going down, Zinta's coming, DJ Fresca's coming, Liquid Deep is coming for the first time this year, Sex Manduin is joining us. So there's a lot of people. I mean, like, if you're in the dance scene in South Africa, you actually owe it to yourself to make sure that you come down to Miami and just check it out.
Some of the big name DJs I'm looking forward to seeing at the conference include the Swedish House Mafia. I mean, I see Louis Vega there all the time, the guys from Body and Soul, the guys from Def Mix. All the big names are in Miami for the next week.
I think a similar international music conference would definitely work in South Africa. I mean, we already consume 2/8 of the total house music worldwide, you know what I'm saying? So there's no reason why it shouldn't work. And I mean, like, as it is, how many international DJs do you see coming down to South Africa? I mean, like, right now, I know that Evan Soul is in the country, Harrison Crump is in the country, Jose Caracas is in the country, Ed Jazz is in the country. So it only makes sense that it must come down to South Africa.
Time's fading now.
Well, we've been to the Miami Music Conference 3 years in a row. This is our 3rd year going. And I mean, like, if you just look at F.eU from a brand point of view, every single year there's growth, because the Miami Music Conference will change your perspective entirely. You know what I mean? You'll go there and you'll see things that are gonna wow you. When you come back here, you implement those things. I mean, the overseas market is operating at 100%. We're operating at about 10%. So you can imagine when we come back and add another 10% to the scene, it's already a wow factor. I mean, today we're doing H2O, and myself and Fresh and an international DJ were in a private jet jetting from Joburg to Durban and back to Joburg. never done before in South Africa. You know what I'm saying? Just from that level, we're always trying to elevate our game.
F.eU is fresh, Euphonik Part 2. It's our second album. We did an album a year ago. I think it went gold, approaching platinum, and we're working on a second album. It should be out the end of March. You know, go get yourself a copy.
F.eU is just basically a play on words. So instead of F.eU2, it's F.eU.T.O.O. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a follow-up album, and what we're doing is we've got 2 different albums dropping on the same day. It's F.eU in the studio and F.eU in the club. And we think it's important because we do a lot of studio work and we do a lot of club work. So you can't really combine the 2 and represent them properly. So that's why we need 2 separate projects to showcase each of them properly.
Yeah, these are F.eU rings, the puzzle rings from my gold. It's like 1,000,000 carats. That's what we call F.eU. F.eU, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, these are F.eU rings, the puzzle rings. You know what, we're always up for a challenge. So don't be surprised if you see F.eU rings for sale. But we won't do replicas. It will be the F.eU ring, and it's not cheap.
Yes,
I've got a series called For the Love of House, and I'm thinking of doing For the Love of House 3, but that might not happen because myself and Kent are busy in the studio working on Euphonik stuff, so I don't know. It's possible, but also it might not happen.
At the end of this year, you can look forward to another release from me. I've done Fresh Goes Electro. End of the year, I'm doing Fresh Goes Big. It'll be everything. Fresh goes deep, goes electro, goes trance. Also have a studio album in there. Easily 5 discs. So watch this space. Fresh goes big.
If I could do a collabo project with an international DJ, first of all, it would be a group of DJs. I'd die to work with the Swedish House Mafia. And from a local point of view, I think I'm working with all the people that I want to work with already. I mean, Fresh is on the same like mental state as I am, and Kent also. So I'm happy as far as that's concerned.
In terms of collaborations right now, I'd actually much rather work with guys that are unknown and help them come up. You know, it's all good. It's easy to find a big name and say, let's work together. But, you know, not many people are saying to the smaller guys, let's work together, let me help build you. So you can look forward to that. In fact, before this year's ended, there's other stuff I'm working on, unknown DJs, unreleased DJs. We'll put that stuff out there.